Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name's Atomic Mickey, and today we're going to be watching me do another speed build. But it's not just any speed build, it's going to be a speed build for a challenge that I'm hoping to attempt here on my channel. That video will probably be up in a couple days, maybe the day after this, 2 days, 3 days, who knows. But it's going to happen. I am deciding that I'm going to do the single dad challenge. And I wanted to make a house for them, and this is the house that I came up with. I looked online for inspiration, and I found this kind of modern contemporary house. And the thing about me is I hate making modern or contemporary houses. I love the traditional style. If I were to buy my own house right now, I would buy a traditional house. I'm not a big modern fan. But I'm actually really pleasantly surprised with how this came out. It's probably one of my favorite houses I've ever built, just in general. Because I love how it came out and like the flow of the house. The long ranch style. Everything's really nice and clean, and there's also some like homier, darker aspects to it. So, big fan. But let me tell you about the family who's going to move in here. So, I recently have just been watching a bunch of videos on YouTube of people doing the single parent challenge. Normally it's the mom. No one really does the dad one as much. But I just had a little bit of inspiration where I just wanted to have a dad who loves to garden. He's a little chubby, cute dude. He's just kind of down on his luck. The girl he was with, she was more of a career-oriented woman, and so she wasn't really ready for kids, and she just kind of bailed, essentially. And so he has the kids now, and they're going to be 2 twin girls. I don't know how that's going to go. I want it to be difficult, and so I decided I wanted to do twins. And I figured girls would be fun because, I mean, even though in The Sims 4 they don't have really aspects of it that differentiate, like, a parent's interactions with them based on the parent's gender and the child's gender, but I really, really wanted to have that dynamic. I mean, we could pretend. I'll make it up. I'll make up some sort of story while we're playing. Who knows? But I just really wanted to try that out and see what happened because I personally never played the single parent challenge. I normally just start with one sim and then move on and go through and just like have them have their life. But I'm excited to see how this goes. It's not going to be, well, I don't think it's going to be a legacy, depending on how much I love the family. That's normally what happens. If I love them, I'll stick with them. If not, then I just kind of drop them. So I figured a good kind of starting Sims Let's Play, because I already tried to do a Sims 3 Legacy, but I wasn't really feeling it, so I got rid of it. So I'm hoping that starting with a challenge instead of full-on Legacy that's expected to go on for like 7 generations, a challenge would be a lot easier to kind of get into the groove of it and hopefully figure out what I want to do and how I want to play. So yeah, and I know my previous speed build, I said that I like The Sims 3 better than The Sims 4. Still true, but the Sims 3, I want to play the Runaway Teen Challenge on there. That'll probably be up on my channel soon as well. So I wanted to try that out and see what I roll into. Also, I have the Minecraft series on my channel, the Achievement Challenge and the No Crafting Table Challenge. The No Crafting Table Challenge is taking a super long time. That's why I haven't uploaded it. If anyone's like waiting for it, probably not. But if you are, you're going to wait for a while because the very final thing we have to do is get ender pearls, and I don't want to do that. So, totally off topic. We're talking about The Sims now. Okay, what are we doing right now? Oh, we're about to do the landscaping. I had a really hard time doing the landscaping. I normally am not that good at landscaping just in general, but especially in modern styles, I don't know what plants I should use, what kind of dirt I should, because I use normal dirt and then I put a little bit of a lighter color on top, and I'm not thrilled with it. It's not my greatest work. I'm iffy on it. I like the one big flower bed right there that I'm about to do. This one, I like that one. It's all nice and sparse. There's not a lot of plants because in the desert you can't grow a lot of plants. Even though the ones that are around Oasis Springs, there's like flowers everywhere. I've been to the desert. There's not a lot of flowers, so I don't know where they got their inspiration from. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this flower bed turned out. This one only. This one's my favorite. All the rest I'm not a big fan of. Oh well. I guess I'll try to do better. When I do my next house, depending on where I build it, we'll see what happens. But I really wanted to build in this particular area in Oasis Springs because I really wanted to have the grass. Because I want the father of the 2 girls, I want him to be a gardener, and you need grass, essentially. I mean, I did put planter boxes because I figured that'd be easier, but I don't want, if I do choose to plant in, oh, did you see that jump cut? Just an FYI, there's going to be a lot of jump cuts because I struggled a lot with certain aspects of the house. And at the end of the video, you'll see me go back in and change, like completely change the living room. So if you fall in love with it in the beginning, it's not going to be that way at the end. But what was I talking about? Oh, I wanted just to have that realism if you wanted to plant on the ground. You don't plant in the sand. So I chose this one. I put a little awning up here. I wanted to put, what are those called? Pillars? I wanted to put pillars there, but it just didn't look right, and it just, I wasn't a big fan. I just left it above hanging like that. I mean, I assume there's some sort of mechanic that you can do where in real life you can just hang something up there like that, but I don't know, I guess. But this is, I didn't do much on the front porch. I just put a mailbox and a light, and that was about it. As some of you may know, I only have the base game and laundry stuff, so I don't have a lot of choices when it comes to packs and content and stuff like that, because I can't afford the other stuff because it's super expensive. So you'll see me struggle quite a bit. Like, the living room was very sparsely furnished in the beginning, and then I just kind of went back and added some stuff at the end. The living room is not my favorite room. I'll put it that way. I mean, I could have put it in this room right here, but I want it to be off to the side, and I wanted you to walk into the kitchen, because I feel like that's a really homey aspect of places, is when you walk in, you see the dining room and the kitchen, it's like where people gather together and eat. So that was my general idea for this house, is just walk into the kitchen, and then just have 2 separate bedrooms, and then the living room off to the side. I didn't want it to be too expansive. I didn't want it to have multiple levels. I wanted it to be really simple. I wanted the bathroom to have the washer and dryer in it. Oh, by the way, this does have laundry stuff in it. Normally I do base game builds, but I really wanted to do laundry because I feel like that would make the challenge 20 times harder. I like to suffer, I guess. So when I play these challenges, I always try to make the whole entire aspect of the game harder. I don't know why that is. I feel like it's probably just because I get bored a lot when I play these games. I don't know. Oh well. But in the kitchen here, you'll see I didn't fully read the rules when I started building this house. And there's a bunch of different posts online talking about the official rules for it. And so I just kind of looked at a bunch of them. And one of them said that you're not supposed to have fancy appliances. And I figured since this house is fancy, I'm going to take out the fancy appliances once I actually do the challenge. I'm leaving them in so when you download it, you will get these nice appliances. So do not worry, you will get all the good stuff. But once I play, I will take them all out. And if you want that version, I can upload both. If you go to my gallery page, if you look in the link down below, this house will be linked. And then you can just check out my gallery, and I'm sure that I'll post the what kind of version would it be? The shittier version? No. The less expensive version, I guess. I mean, this house is still pretty expensive. I'm pretty sure it was like $50,000 for this one. I mean, it's not too bad. In real life, houses are way more expensive than that, but still, it was quite a bit of money, I'd say. But yeah, so what are we doing now? Kitchen? Oh, I normally like to put kitchens in front of windows because I like being able to have that aspect of having the kitchen facing like the backyard, so whoever's in the kitchen can like look out and see what's going on. But the thing is, I don't really use backyards a lot when I play The Sims. I normally have my Sims inside, like me, because I don't go outside ever. So I wish there was more light in here, just in general, but it's the best I could do. I'm probably going to go back in and add like another ceiling light, because it was pretty dark in there. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I mean, if you have any opinions, you can let me know. I mean, no big deal. I found the pots and pans, and it fit perfectly, and I could put a little shelf above it to make it look like it was there on purpose. Big fan of that. Very proud of myself. The kitchen is also it's got a big open area right there. I didn't know what to put in that big open area because the way the kitchen is shaped, I liked the way it was kind of, like the kitchen was one side and little dining room areas in front of the sliding back door, sliding doors, whatever. Oh, here comes, okay, so let me tell you a story. I struggled with this living room so much. I don't know why. Everything I tried, I hated. I don't actually get to a point where I actually like a living room until the very end. I went back in and I added a clip of me changing it up. I used these same style couches I used in my family home because I really like the style of couches, but I did them in a different color. First, I was going to go for like light furniture and light couches because the walls are dark blue. Didn't like that. Got rid of it. Then I was going to do... What did I do? We'll see. But I tried to get those... I wanted those rugs to work because I feel like they looked cool. But again, couldn't get them to work. Very upsetting. There's a lot... I tried a lot of things. I didn't really change the orientation because I liked how the couches were set up and I liked where the TV was, even though the TV's a little bit far. I just didn't like... See, there we go. I changed the walls to a light color And then I changed the couches to blue instead. So that way there's at least a little bit of color in there, but it's not overbearing and it's not like in your face dark. And so I lightened that up, and I think it looks a lot nicer that way. But yeah, I don't know. See that the orange room, it doesn't, I don't think it stays orange. Or maybe it does. I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. But that room that's on the opposite side of the opposite wall of the living room, that is going to be the toddler's room because it's bigger and he's got 2 twin toddlers. So in my head, so here's my backstory for him. He was with a woman who was very career oriented and she didn't really want kids, and then she got pregnant and she was upset with that and she didn't really want to have them, but she had them anyways, and then she left. She just didn't want to have any part of it. It's just, she was just more of a career oriented woman. I respect that, whatever. So he's got the kids, and so he had money left over from selling his house, and this is what he got. And so he made sure that the girls had the bigger room, and the girls have everything they need. When you look at the furnishing, I did it on purpose. When you look at the furnishing, the girls' room is like toys everywhere. There's toys in the living room. There's things on the walls. They've got teddy bears. They've got all this stuff, and I really want it to look like he spends all of his money that he has on those girls because they're his entire life. And his room, you'll see when we get there, there's just a bed and a mirror and a hamper, and that's it. He doesn't spend any money on himself. He just wants to make sure that his girl's life is, oh, my throat. Did you hear that? Whoopsies. He just wants to make sure the girls have the best and possible in life. And so he just spends every cent he makes while he's gardening on them. Yeah, I figured that was a sweet story. I mean, I'm excited to play him because I'll be playing as him, obviously. I'm excited to play him. I created him in Cast like 10 minutes ago, and I love how he turned out. He looks so sweet and pure and nice. He's a childish, loves the outdoors, and he's good. So he's just a good guy all around. He's got cute curly red hair and a big beard. And one of his daughters has red hair, and the other one has like that reddish brown color, like the light brown, the lightest one you can have. So they're so cute, and I'm really excited to play them. And I hope you guys will tune in and watch if you would like to. You don't have to, but like, hey, check it out. But now we're on to the kids' room. I struggled with the orientation of this room a lot. Because you had to fit 2 beds in here, and I didn't know. I thought I would make the curved one there, but it didn't fit on that wall, so I was going to put it on this wall. But then the room just became small because the beds took up all the space, and I really wanted the girls to have their own teddy bears chairs to sit on, which again took up a lot of space. And so I had to move it around. And in the end, I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's very over the top. It seems like just a first-time parent just went wild at like Toys R Us and was like, I want to buy everything. And I really appreciate that because that's definitely how I see my sim who I created. He's so cute. His name is Jamie, by the way. His name is Jamie, and then his daughter's name are Lucy and Emma. And he's so sweet and so nice, and I can't wait to play him. And I looked at the rules. There are a few rules. There's not a lot of rules in the challenge, just a few. And so I decided I'm just going to combine a bunch of rules together until I get something that I want. I'll tell you when I start the series. I'll start off with whatever rules I decide. But yeah, I'm super excited about this. Now I'm on to the toys. I put a bunch of toys. I don't normally use toys for my Sims, like children. I don't know why. I normally just make them do skills. I don't ever make them play with their toys. But I figured at that toddler stage, they're going to do that. And he's going to be home a lot because in the challenge, one of the pages that I found that had the rules, they said that he's not allowed to work until they're like children. Then he can only work during school hours. But I didn't like that rule. So what I decided is that he's not going to work until they're teenagers if he wants to get a job. And then he can get a job after they turn teenagers. That was my amendment to the rules, I guess. I don't know. I just wanted to change it up, and I wanted to do it the way I wanted to do it. I'm very picky like that. But the room, I left it like that for a little bit, and then I came back to it because I realized I'm not happy with it. But now we're on to the bathroom. This bathroom is very cramped, and I was an idiot, and you'll see at the end, I put a double sink, and I didn't have space for a toddler potty, so I take one out because I don't need a double sink in The Sims. There's really, honestly, no point. So I get rid of one of them. And then I put the toddler potty in the hamper. So that way that you've got everything you need in the bathroom, so you're not looking for anything. And then you've got your washer and dryer, because I really wanted to have laundry, because I don't normally play with laundry, so I wanted to test it out and see how that went. But yeah, I like how this is looking out. I like how it turned out. I really did. It's probably one of my favorite, like, little. Oh, here we go. You're probably gonna watch this and be like, "Where's all of his stuff?" He doesn't have any. He chooses not to buy himself anything. He just wants to take care of his kids. He wants to give the girls the best they possibly can, and in doing so, he is willing to give himself nothing, which I really appreciate. I think it's gonna be fun to play. But yeah, this is the basic orientation of his bedroom. He's got a side table, a lamp, a mirror, a rug, a bed, and a hamper. And I put a little like little clothes decoration on the floor. Oh, and he does have a piece of wall art. Sorry, I forgot about that. But he does have this really cute little balcony that I feel like he sits out on like every day and just chills. It's just got that little chair and a little lamp, and that's pretty much it. That's all his little balcony has. It's just for him to sit on and chillax. Now we're on to the backyard. The backyard's mostly open. I didn't put a big fence around it. I did put... Oh, I'm sorry if you can hear that. My cat's scratching my couch. Stop it! Oh, did you hear that? She trumpeted at me. Oh, so cute. But I just put a little bit of fence in the corner, like in the little open corner right there that you just saw. And see, we're going to do it right now. Oh my God, I just choked. Did you hear that? Of course you heard that. How did you not hear that? But... I didn't want to put a lot of fence around it because I tried doing it when I was like testing the build of the house. When I build a house, I build like a test version so I can know what I want the shape to be. I don't furnish it. I just do it for the shape. And I tried putting a fence around the entire thing, but it just looked dumb and it made the house look really weird and long, and I wanted it to be open and wide because I don't normally build modern houses, but the general appeal of modern houses is that they're wide open and they've got a lot of space. So I figured that was the best plan for this particular house. And then we're just going to add a little bit more sparse gardening. There's no big plants or anything. I put gnomes on the front. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but I put gnomes in the front and a little flamingo in the back. And then I put a little, I wanted a picnic table because I feel like he's the type of guy that would have like picnics every day with his daughters. And so that was my whole inspiration behind that. And then this is me lighting it up. And I'm pretty sure in a second I'm going to go back. Yeah. So this is me lighting it up. And then at this point, I was okay with how it turned out. I wasn't thrilled, but I was okay with it. And that was disappointing. So I decided, this is when I'm like, I looked at the bedroom. I was like, I don't think so. So I completely changed how their orientation is. I like it a lot better. It doesn't make the room look small. They've got little chair area. They've got everything they need. It's all very cute. Very, I hid that one bunny. Everything is proportional, everything's to size, and it looks like a adorable little kid's room that people spent a lot of money on. In a second, we're going to, what are we going to do? Oh, there's a jump cut. Boop, there it is. I changed the roof because it looked so blue. If you probably noticed that if you were watching the video, everything looked so dark blue because the roof was dark and the walls are dark, and so I changed it to a light color, and I really like it. It looks a lot better. This was my first attempt at redoing the living room. I tried once, and I still didn't like it. So then I go back in and I change it up a lot more. I add this coffee table right here, and I make it a longer shaped, this rug, make it longer shapes. That way it's fills up the room. It's not like fully filling up the room. That's why I moved the what's it called? Bookshelf around. Yeah. And then I moved that and I made a little area for it. And overall, I really like how this whole house turned out. I put a little shitty TV up there because I feel like it looked more appropriate than the giant one. Little painting, and that's pretty much how the living room turns out. I'm way happier with it than I was in the very beginning when I first did it. And I'm so glad I changed it. If I hadn't changed it, I'd be super disappointed. But we're almost at the end of the video, so I'm going to leave it here. If you want the download link to this house, it'll be down below in the description box. If you like what you see and you want to see more content from me, make sure to leave a like. It helps out the channel. And subscribe. If you don't like what you see, like and subscribe anyways, just because you can. And I will see all you guys in the next episode.